The stream has begun. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm relaxed now. I didn't
Are you?
lose track of time and have 5 minutes to get everything ready. It's fine. Don't worry about it. How is everybody?
I'm fine.
Slowly trying to remember how to use Agio.
Not like that.
If you know Procreate, it's getting there.
It's an if. Everyone.
I drew a bag of mashed potatoes as a cat, so I'm all good.
And I drew a potato as a cat because I didn't have time.
And I always draw way too
It's
small.
a perfect cat.
Anyway, we are joined. What? OBS, stop doing things. We are joined. Panic. By Chibi, Christi, Ragdoll, and Lewis. I don't know why I said Lewis so strangely.
Me neither.
And there's a Kiro as well. Hi, Kiro.
Everyone's here.
Oh dear. Right. So what we're doing today, apparently, is an idea that was suggested by Chibi. Was it last time?
I think it was in between.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just changed that before it started. Kiro, for some reason, it didn't change the first time. Hopefully, it'll change now. It did still say that this is a horror stream, which I'm not going to say no.
I haven't started drawing yet.
So what we've done, I don't know if you've done this, Lewis. We can quickly Google some nice Welsh ideas. That'd be pretty cool. We've got words from languages. We're sharing words from different native languages and or local dialects and such, and giving them to people to draw, whether they know what it means or not.
Yay.
God.
That's fine. So
Yeah. Words.
yeah. So I googled some. Well, I remembered some local words for animals and plants and stuff, but I also googled some for fun. So
I went to the homepage of my local zoo, which had a lovely list of animals.
That was so smart.
Yeah.
I asked my mom to come up with things and racking my brain the last hour.
Yeah,
most
so
of them
I don't know how filled in it is with other countries, but it turns out Wikipedia just has pages with lists of animals that are native to various states in the United States.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to watch here because I can't even pronounce the Welsh.
That's fair.
Right.
I mean, don't worry. I'm sure none of us can pronounce it either.
Right. So
I'm just gonna. Has anyone taken French? I'm just gonna go with French.
Could do.
Yeah, go with French. I don't know French animals. Or French whatever.
Le chat. Le chien. Le horse.
The cheval. I
Cheval,
know
that's
that
the
one.
Can you figure out what un hamster is?
Funnily enough, it's a
No
guinea pig.
idea.
Looks a little bit like this one.
It's a guinea. It's a guinea pig.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, I did take the more generic versions of most of the animals, so I don't have animals that are more than 3 words.
That's fair.
Or 3 different animals mashed together, because turns out we do that a lot.
I did, funnily enough, while I was one of the ones on my list, I was like, oh, this has loads of local names. And I was like, oh, that's a funny one. And then I looked it up and thought, well, I wonder what this is called in, Dutch or Danish or whatever. And it turns out that that's just the word you use in Dutch. So I was like, not going to do that one then. Not going to do that one.
There's a lot of animals native to the plains areas in the United States that, for whatever reason, we just call it some variant of pig. None of them are pigs.
Funnily enough,
there's
I've got a few here with pigs.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like one native pig in the Midwest and wild hogs. But there's a whole lot of other animals that are not pigs, where there is at least one colloquial name of them that involves pigs.
If
Oh.
you don't know what it is, slap a pig on it.
Yeah. If in doubt, pig. Maybe pig just used to mean like generic animal, and then over
Yeah.
time it
Whatever.
changed. Whatever's left.
It's just a pig.
like fish, it's just something in the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
A
fine.
jellyfish and a swordfish don't look anything alike, but they're both fish.
Yeah.
Um,
And all birds are birds. So it's fine.
there's Kiro's put some Japanese characters in there. I have no idea what they are.
No.
One of them's probably bird, which is Tori, if I remember correctly.
Listen, I don't know any Japanese characters except for the one for like person or man, which is just like that. That's the one I know.
That's fair. I remember if you take the one for tree and then draw 3 of them, it's forest, which I think is quite nice.
Oh, that's so fun.
I know man because it's like I can't really do it here, but it's like this and then now it's a person.
Yay! Now it's a person and/or a clown hat.
You never know.
I like how we've all got our little labels.
So
Yay!
that one's like fire.
That's
It's
Happy
supposed
Man.
to look like a little.
Oh, an angry
supposed to
cat
look like a
face.
little campfire.
Yay.
Cool. Don't worry, Kiro. I also took French in secondary school, and I remember bugger all of it. So
Yeah, so in our secondary school there is a language requirement. Caveat, however, for whatever reason when I was in secondary school, you could do computer languages as your language requirement. And at that time, I had less Spanish than everyone else because in elementary school you'd have like some Spanish classes, but I was in a like an advanced class thing. We called it search, which basically meant that every week I'd get to go with a bunch of other students who tested high on a thing, with like gifted and talented or whatever the heck they called it at the time, and got to do fun advanced stuff, which meant I only got like 2/3 of the Spanish that everyone else got.
Too smart for language.
Yeah.
I had like 5 years of German and I don't remember anything.
that's fair. To be fair, I'm surprised because Kiro just wrote down the kana for those kanji, and I can read those. Funnily enough, it's Tori, Neko, and Inu, which are bird, cat, and dog. So neat. I remember more of that than I do of the French I did in secondary school. So
I'm an engineer. I do numbers.
That's fair.
I can speak algebra. Is that?
I can do a little bit of Latin, probably.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
who wants to go first? And who wants to go first with the naming? I also need to adjust my rota to include
No.
Lewis.
Who wants a Danish word?
I'll do a
take a Danish
Danish word.
Ah,
Yay.
Well,
It'll be fun to see if there's any similarities.
right. Sorry, hang on. Got to get rid of good cat. The potato cat. I call it Spud.
So, Lewis,
And
there
cat.
should be a little eyeball
Oh,
to
there we
the
go.
Yep, there you go.
left on your
Yeah.
layer. Yep. You click that, it'll make the layer invisible.
Thank you.
I think you would appreciate this animal the most, Chibi.
Ooh.
Skilpill.
I'm sorry again.
I'll write it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
please
But
write
you
it.
have it in the corner.
That's in the corner. Hang on, I can do this. Eee.
Skilpill.
Oh. Yeah, I think I know what this means.
Ooh.
You do.
I have a very strong feeling because when I see it written out, not it's not very different from the Dutch version. If I'm right. If I'm not, then that's a weird coincidence.
That sometimes.
I just need to figure out how to draw this creature.
Oh, I think you might be onto something.
Shuckle.
Yes. I mean,
That or
yeah.
Nessie's cousin.
Shuckle's cousin, real animal.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're correct already.
It's a turtle or a snail. Probably a turtle, though.
A turtle snail.
Snurtle.
Yeah.
Don't say Sturtle.
Too late.
It's
I like
snowy.
her. It would be an easy animal to design combined.
Well, they got shells.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the main identifying feature of a turtle. You just stick the shell on something.
Yeah.
No, what I do is I take a turtle and then just take off the shell and put a snail on its back without a shell. So I combine them, but I take the shells away from both.
So basically, you
Uh,
have a really weird lizard and a slug.
Yeah.
Great. The only thing making snails adorable you took away.
Or just shell. So
Yes,
you have a shell, and then attached to the underside of it is another shell. Snail shell on top of a turtle shell. And that's
and
it.
you got a Christmas tree decoration.
It'd be quite nice, actually.
See, the turtle shell is going to be a little hard to take off, though, because that's sort of their spine.
Oh. Ooh.
Look,
Oh.
we live in fantasy Snurdle world. We can do whatever we want with whoever's spine.
Sturtle.
Those were words.
Yes.
It took us like an hour to go loopy last stream. Now
Quite early this
Already at Snurtle.
already at Snurdle. 12 minutes
Worst Pokemon.
in. Can we do a series, the worst Pokemon?
Yes. Combine the worst animals in the worst possible way.
Yeah. Isn't that just Gen 8? Ah!
That would be funny if I knew Pokemon.
Yeah, that's alright. Gen 8 doesn't really have that many animals in it, really. It's supposed to like apples and coal and...
You know, the classic animal, coal.
Coal! I would complain, but we literally just finished a draw through where one of the characters was coal. So...
I mean, Gen 1 has sentient magnets.
Yep.
So
I always go back to
Yeah.
the
it's
magnets.
not like this is
Of
far
course.
off the mark.
If anyone complains
And a
about the
boulder.
keys, I point to the magnets.
There's a line of Pokemon Gen 1 that's just a bunch of rocks with arms. Literally a rock.
Yeah, but is it a floating ice cream?
No, it's a bunch of rocks.
That one's just the worst to me.
Yeah, some of them don't land well. But when you've got God, how many of them are there now? Like over 1,000?
Ooh.
And they're all designed by different people. Some are going to be hits, and some are going to be misses.
Yeah, I wish they could just like erase those misses from the lore. And be like,
What
we
is-
only remember the cool ones.
What is it? The latest version of the Sphinx's riddle? What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the day, and 3 legs at night? I don't know. One of those new fucking Pokemon, probably.
Probably, yeah.
This is a good friend.
I
This is
know what turtles look like. It's like this. They have a
I-
little.
Dance.
Slop Butler, that's what it was.
You don't
Excuse me?
know. I do want to write out what the Dutch name for it is,
Yeah.
so
Ooh,
you can see like how I got there.
Oh.
child.
Oh.
That's it.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, so it's very similar in a
Ooh.
way.
Yeah.
Only it's with schildpads.
One of those ones where I'm like, I do not have the requisite practice to be able to.
Yeah, the CH makes an S and then a Dutch G sound if you put it in that order. So,
See,
schildpad.
the problem is that our languages are different enough that makes actually less sense.
And don't worry about it.
It's fine. I do want to learn these. I love different languages and how like the different sounds that are considered common in different places and strange in others, and it's just I like it. I like the variety. Unfortunately, my brain goes ah.
Yeah.
I have difficulty with English.
Me too.
I mean, to be fair, the like Dutch G sound is just in general very hard
Say the Dutch G sound or the Dutch cheese sound.
for G.
Okay.
No,
I think I prefer the sound of cheese.
you don't know the Dutch cheese just like it's constantly screaming. Just
Fair enough.
you just try and make any cheese in the Netherlands and it's just screaming. It's weird. No one knows why. I think it's a curse.
I thought you said this wasn't a horror show.
I said it might be. I don't know. Twitch has now said it isn't. So confirmation. We can rely on Twitch, right?
uh,
I'll take that as a yes. Yeah, look at this friend.
it's a cool friend.
Good friend.
Good,
It'll make
A
a great
big old yes.
Yes. Big old tick.
Yeah. Got a little tick. I got it right.
Hooray.
It's gonna make a great soup.
Okay.
They come with a bowl. It's great. Right.
It's back in its tail. Oh.
It's happy.
Happy to be here.
Okay, who wants to give Christi a prompt?
Ooh.
I will
I
give
guess I can
Christi
do
a
the next
prompt.
one.
Oh, no, you can do it. Okay. Rota time.
Okay. So, let's see. Christy, I want you to draw a snake bird.
Ooh.
What?
If this turns out to be a mole, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I'm thinking that's the kind of name you would give to an insect that resembles something.
Yeah.
A lot of insects have a lot of weird names.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. It's like we just name them after other things, like rhinoceros beetle.
Yeah.
Just
Hercules
gonna name it
beetle.
after rhinos.
Kiro is humming.
Hmm.
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 Onion Knights.
Hmm. Oh. Found me in a bit of a pickle. I've come up against a snake bird. Not quite sure what the thing is.
I know usually it's just people thinking, but whenever I just see it written, it's just immediately Onion Knight. I haven't even played Dark Souls that much. It's just in there.
He's a good. Onion Knight is a good.
He is.
There aren't many characters in the Dark Souls franchise that you could say they're a good. But
And
Oh,
some of
I-
the ones that you think are good turn out to be horrifying, and then some of the ones that turn out that you think look horrifying turn out to be like trying to like hold back the darkness or something. And it's
Yeah.
like, what?
It's like, oh, you are evil. You are one with the dark, and it's like, no, I'm trying to. I'm one with the dark because I'm trying to hold it back. I'm the only thing between us and the explosions. Don't know why I specified explosion.
Ooh, many legs.
Yeah.
Because if there's one thing that you get if you combine a bird with a snake, it's lots of legs.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, centipedes and millipedes don't have as many legs as their names imply, so why
No.
not?
And they're usually an odd number of pairs, which is interesting. Odd numbers of pairs of legs. There's very rarely like 100. You wouldn't get 100 legs. You'd probably get 98 or 102. But weird. Oh, thank you very much,
And so
Kira.
we've got
I'm glad they liked it.
funny looking tail thing.
I was thinking that was feathery, but it's like
Yeah.
exoskeleton.
It does kind of look like that, so it's neat. It's a neat
Oh, cool.
design. It also looks like it's wearing a helmet.
I was reminded of Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of. Like if you think away the legs, this could definitely like be a Pokemon design.
I'm reminded of that. What is it? Phalanx Pokemon. That's Gen 8
Oh
as well, isn't
yeah,
it?
Phalanx. Yeah,
Oh, it's actually
think
called
it's-
Phalanx.
Yes.
I think it's called Phalanx.
Something
What a-
like that.
what a lazy
that's
name.
the one that it's just a
Phalanx.
fighting type, and it feels like it should be fighting bug because it just looks like it would be a bug type.
Yeah.
Giving it its all.
Phalanx.
Of a link. Oh, it links together. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Phalanks. Phalanx. Yeah. So this is the new evolution coming next Pokemon generation.
Yes.
Oh god.
They all just
Fly
squish
skinks.
together and have many, many legs.
And they also start wearing a bicycle helmet. It's great.
First,
Yeah, it's a bicycle helmet.
Safety first.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I don't have a lot of imagination, so I think that's it.
Just imagine just how many knee pads you'd need.
Oh god.
Jesus. The back to school sales.
especially since how many joints those little bug legs have.
Yeah. Loads.
Way
many.
too
Ooh,
many.
hello. You look
Oh,
fun.
hi.
Yeah. So a snake bird or a darter, also sometimes called a water turkey. It's
Sure.
yeah, it's a crane type bird. The reason it's called a snake bird. Okay, so you know how like most water birds will like float above the water when they're swimming around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darters just sort of swim around with only their head popping out.
Oh, fun.
Good for them.
So yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Fun.
So that when they're swimming around, all you see is that long green neck, and it just
Oh.
sort of looks like it's a snake going around, ready to strike. Except
That-
it's a bird.
That's
Going
cool.
ha-cha-cha.
That's a neat little party trick. You think it's snake and then, oh, it's a bird.
Yeah, they're gonna go.
Surprise!
Nyeh.
Yeah.
Nyeh. Marvelous. Righto.
Well,
Who? I guess it's me or Lewis to give a prompt.
I'll give a French word if someone
Cool, cool.
desires.
Ragdoll, do French.
Do it
Go
now.
French. Just
you
do
have-
it.
You have to draw la pastèque. And I imagine I'm butchering the pronunciation.
There's a
Sounds
mappa
good to
steak.
me.
It's a stick of
Sounds
pasta.
like a pasta.
Yeah, it's a pasta stick. It's spaghetti, is what it is. It's a pasta stick.
We all went to pasta. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, the first part of it does look like pasta.
Or paste. Paste cue.
Do we give clues or do we just go for it?
Nah, go for it.
Yeah.
We just go for it.
Well, the person could ask for clues, I guess, but
Well, I'm just gonna write out the word here just so it shows that's not a P, that's a Q.
that comes later.
Like
Spoilers.
stick.
Spoilers for the spelling.
Spoilers for the spelling. Oh no. We got spoiled. Oh no.
That
Oh,
is
and the accent's going the other
fanciest
way.
Q I
So
have seen in many years.
yeah, curly Q.
Yeah, my handwriting sort of evolved into this weird mix of mostly mostly sort of standard letters, but then there's random cursive letters thrown in there just so that it keeps everything straight in my brain. And
Yeah.
that's just one of the things I have in
Yeah.
Everyone's
No,
writing.
I feel that.
It makes you write faster.
It's usually like you say, the path of least resistance is what. As you're writing, you go, oh, don't have to join those up, and I don't have to curl that round, and over time, everything changes. It's like, for example, the way I do fives completely changed after we got Dr. Kawashiba's brain training for the DS. Because the way I was doing fives previously, it was too slow, and I wanted to be faster. So now I do fives like an S. It's really confusing.
Yeah.
It was drilled into my brain that was very wrong. So.
I mean, there's a bunch of different correct ways of writing letters. So, like,
Just
the way I
don't
wrote the
listen
A
to Dr.
there,
Kawashima.
also got, like, those looking A's.
Yeah.
What?
You usually see it with, like, a font type thing. It's hard to draw.
A's are weird.
Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
So, like, these are both A.
What is that?
But they don't
Bottom
look the same.
It's Simlish, don't worry about it.
What should I make here? Floppa steak.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What
I mean, my brain is still
animal?
stuck on the pasta.
Yeah, what animal
You
looks
know-
the most like pasta to you?
Oh, is it only
Snake.
animals? Whoops.
No,
It's an animal
it doesn't
now.
have to be. It's an animal now.
Oh, whoops.
Well,
Sorry, I think I missed that part.
I
No,
got.
it's okay.
I've got
it's
flora
fine.
and fauna, so
I do apologize.
I almost did vegetables.
So that
Yeah.
means it could be pasta. Okay.
Could
Well,
be.
we're just gonna make a plate of snake noodles then.
Yeah, I went with the plant thing.
I
went
love
with
skipping through
flora
fields
and
of pasta.
I don't know why that got to me so much.
I don't know how to embellish that. I think that's just enough.
Just the idea of someone skipping around a field of pasta.
Don't go too
I
deep
mean,
into the.
depending on the pasta you're cooking, that's gonna be very sticky.
It's no, it's quite sharp.
I need-
Haven't cooked it yet. It's in the field, raw.
I would like
tab
to
out, my whole screen goes
pasta
black.
fields.
Jesus.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Uh,
We're gonna make a bunch of noodles.
This is a fighting food on.
It's a little snack.
For some reason, my brain got messed up between the words raw and wild. So I was thinking.
Wild pasta.
Yeah, so
Once upon a time, before we.
pasta on the farms is like
My favorite song, Raw Thing. Bam, bam.
It's a weird universe because we're already going off the rails today.
Yeah, this was before we
There's-
tamed pasta.
There
Oh,
are
yeah.
wild
Oh.
pasta fields with like the raw, dry pasta, and then there are the farm fields with just like
I
Wet
mean,
noodles.
there is a type of rice that's referred to as wild rice, so why not
Yeah,
wild
maybe.
pasta?
I feel like in this world, spaghetti westerns are much more interesting.
Boo.
I only laughed at that because I grew up on spaghetti westerns.
The wild pasta west. The wild pest.
The Paschetti.
Pescetti.
Oh,
Oh, almost says pescetti.
Paschetti. You remember struggling with your A's when you were learning letters? Kept writing nines instead. Couldn't get that they had short stems and not long ones. Oh, okay. Flex out to the right, not to the left. Be careful not to make a Q by doing that. What is a Q with a long A?
What is,
Back you?
Like a lowercase q.
I learned to draw a cube like kind of a cross where there's a line in the middle.
Hmm.
Is it okay if I like like
Bigger
this?
than the Q. Oh, I see. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That
See-
makes sense. I was like,
I was imagining the line at the top somewhere.
no, I was just imagining like nothing that looked like a letter Q, just a line with a cross. And I was like, what? What does your alphabet looks like? Oh, wait, it's just normal.
The spiritual alphabet.
Sorry, my brain's just it's firing on no cylinders. So I just said spiritual alphabet. My brain just went spalphabet. It's like that's not a joke, brain. That's not a joke.
Oh,
It is in my book. That's like 90% of my jokes.
Like spalphabet.
Alphabet,
My
yes.
work here is done. No brain.
ah.
Oh,
I
dear.
have no brain today either, so it works well for me.
I mean, the rest of us laughed at it, so what does it say about us?
It's
We all laughed at alphabet.
Funny one.
and I feel like that's my fault.
it's the spaghetti alphabet.
Spalphabet.
Spaghetti alphabet. Make all the letters out of spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
I mean,
Yeah, alphabety spaghetti.
the alphabet soup is already a thing, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too far off. Just make alphabet spaghetti. It's alphabet soup, but without the soup. It's worse.
There's a reference for.
Alphabet spaghetti. Why does he have an H on his forehead?
I think we talk about this.
I think
It's
we
the
did, but I
hologram guy.
can't
Yeah.
remember.
This is Red Dwarf, and the way that they displayed that somebody is a hologram is they just stick an H on their forehead.
Yes, that was.
Which it was only when I was explaining it to you guys did I realize how stupid that was.
No, it's great. What do you mean?
It's great, but also, yes, it's stupid.
It's like I understand for the purposes of the cheap sitcom, you're not going to be able to get an awful lot of stuff going there. Their whole ideal is, they can't touch stuff, so they can walk through things and all that, but they don't have a big special effects budget. So stick an H on there.
Just grab that stamp. Grab the little stamps from the corner store and go wild.
One of my favorite things about it is that from series to series, the font changes. And I'm like, why? Sometimes it has serifs, sometimes it's bold. I don't know.
It's the personality.
Yeah, exactly. It's to show that technology
I should show the stream.
progress.
Talking about this.
It's because they had a software update and all the fonts changed.
Oh no, they got a new operating system. It's like, oh, that must feel weird. If you're computer generated and your operating system upgrades, that must feel weird, mustn't it?
Yeah, it's an existential crisis every time.
Yeah.
This plate is looking less and less appetizing.
It's just becoming more and more snakes, and
So I don't remember an awful lot about French. but I'm pretty sure la is singular, so I'm imagining this is one thing. This is
It's
one
one
creature.
Like a rat
no.
king.
one
This is a little Medusa snake.
bowl of spaghetti.
One bowl. Yeah. Exactly. It's one thing. Uh,
Okay, I think I'm done fiddling around,
Yeah.
making just more noodles, more noodles.
more noodle noodles.
The longer I go, the more noodles will just end up.
The noodles will not stop.
Shall I reveal the word?
Reveal the
Yeah.
pastèque.
Reveal the word.
La
word.
pastèque is watermelon.
Watermelon.
Look at this beautiful watermelon.
Nah, this watermelon has been infested.
Yeah,
No.
been on that plate for a while.
Mm.
It's been all squashed up and
Okay,
now
I
it's
shall
just
condense. I
just
shall condense my search to only animals for
No,
future.
no, it's fine.
no, it's fine.
Lewis.
I mean, we did say in the thing that hey, flora and fauna
Yeah.
and watermelons are flora.
Yep.
I just find it funny that it's watermelon and the word looks like pasta.
Yeah.
It's like a
Right.
questionable pasta.
What do I do? Add a new layer now?
Yep, add a new layer and you get a
How
prompt.
do I click for new layer?
There's the page
Little
above the
icon
bin
above the trash can.
on the right-hand side.
Of the trash. Haha!
There you are.
Aha!
Hurrah!
Okay, let's do it.
Right. Lewis, I've got to try and find one that you might not know, given that we're in the same island.
That's too.
Okay. do you want
Oh,
cute or silly?
no. I'll go with silly.
Silly. Can you draw me a bum towel?
Okay, I'm gonna need some spelling.
Can do. BUM
Okay.
Starting out great.
hyphen
Okay.
hyphen TO
No.
My handwriting is not this bad. I just don't use a mouse.
That's
much.
fine. WEL
Okay then.
Yeah,
Bum
okay,
towel.
that is how it's.
bum towel. It's all. You could also call it a bum barrel. It's entirely up to you. That
I
one.
don't know if that's better or worse.
Oh, colloquial names are always just really great.
Bum towel or bum barrel?
Oddly enough, bum barrel isn't hyphenated. Because of course, there's no consistency with English. It's fine.
Wait, this isn't French.
No, this is English. This is an English name for an animal.
Oh god, I forgot it was animals.
No, this isn't a
I
vegetable.
start-
It's not a
I was
fruit.
gonna start just drawing a pair of underpants.
You can feel free to do that,
A bum
so long as they're sentient.
pair of
A
sentient
sentient
underpants.
bum towel. Oh god.
I mean, all things considered, I'm slightly concerned with who looked at anything, plant, animal, otherwise, and just went, you know what, this looks like something you'd wipe your butt with.
Think.
I know
so
that.
I don't think it's gonna be a.
Hang on, I'm gonna get a picture.
Oh
Up.
my god, I'm gonna be here just like having a mental breakdown trying to figure out what a bum towel.
Don't worry too much. I saw the explanation as to why it's called a bum towel. That does make an awful lot of sense, to be honest. But
Okay,
So have fun.
yeah.
like,
What sits?
I am dead. I am deceased.
How do I get a new color?
there's a wheel top right.
Wheel in the top right. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so just click anywhere in the wheel, and then so the outside wheel is sort of the general idea of color, and then the inside square has to do with like
Okay.
value.
Oh,
So it makes
okay.
it like darker or lighter, so closer to black or closer to white.
Okay, I think a bum towel is a panda because of the amount of time they sit down.
That's fair.
Actually makes sense.
I'll go with that.
So, How? What does a
Yeah,
panda look
fluffy.
like? I can't remember. It's a
Draw a circle for the head.
big-
Or a circle with your mouth.
Perfect.
Like, oh,
And draw 2 little circles on top of it for the ears.
And then they
Connect
have
those.
like kind of dumb floppy ears.
there is a feature of the bum towel. This is a weird sentence already. But you've got a feature right, definitely in an odd way, which I would not have expected.
It's a bear.
No, but carry on. Panda's not a
then-
bear, is it?
The nose does like this.
Yeah.
Is there a fill tool?
There is. Yeah.
There is a paint bucket.
G.
So right under the eraser is the paint bucket.
G for bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they just kind of got like big old raccoon.
Yes, too
And they
much.
have like little black
eyes.
patches around the eyes.
I do. I can really tell who isn't the artist here.
Yeah, it's all fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are doing well with the mouth.
Now, here's a question: in this world, are pandas called bum towels, or is this panda called bum towel?
It's just this one.
And what did they do to deserve that name?
And then
Just guess.
Well.
Chibi.
Oh.
Oh.
Kind of looks
Yeah,
like
but-
they're just smoking.
Yeah, it looks like
Smoking weed.
yeah,
Really slightly
so
paler
some of the
line.
states in the United States have been legalizing marijuana, and there's just so many things. This is just something I'd expect to see on the back of someone's place, where it's just kind of like just got like a with like a marijuana leaf pattern on the back of it.
Great.
What is the rest of a panda look like?
Chunky.
It's just kind of a blob, really.
When
Big
in
old.
doubt, just draw more
That's
circles.
green
Make it
still.
Do you remember my
make
opening?
it big and
It's like that.
tricky. Yeah, just like that. Just draw a potato and go from there.
Fluffy potato. Ew. Fluffy
Boom.
potato. Oh no.
No.
Mm.
If
Might
your
need to throw that
potatoes are
out.
fluffy, it better be because they are mashed
Yeah.
potatoes that have been
Yeah.
aired.
And then he's gonna have his little stump.
A potato's not ripe until it's fluffy
Yeah.
and mottled.
Mm.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah.
God, trying to save my life. What does a panda paw look like?
No one knows. It's a mystery.
2, 3.
No one's gotten close enough.
Got that.
Oh yeah, they do have thumbs.
The thing
This
is,
just
Lewis.
what bum towel looks like.
Yeah, this is just
fine.
bum towel. Bum towel's particular. Yeah, the thing is, like, this looks like a panda, right? People will look at this and go, "You drew a panda,"
Yeah.
which is more than can be said for some of the animals I've drawn. The beavers
What's
apparently
your
don't look like
fish
hot
with
dogs.
legs.
I mean, the fact that it had legs wasn't the problem. The fact that it had a rounded buttocks.
you keep bringing that up. And I think that's a you problem.
No, I don't think it is.
I've seen a panda in real life, I swear.
Yeah, and it looked like this. Yeah, this is recognizable as a panda.
Do you know what? I've just remembered a weird fact, and I can't remember this. This is one to chalk up on your list, Chibi, of stupid things philosophers say.
Okay.
I can't remember the philosopher, but they decided to go around and try and work out what the best thing to wipe your bum with is.
A panda.
And their conclusion was the neck of a goose.
That's what I thought it was. Because of that story.
So
Make this sound a bit
Listen,
I guess bum towel could also have been a goose.
I'm
Yeah, I'm wondering what sort of geese they were familiar with, because all the geese I know, if you tried to grab them, you're more likely to
Yeah,
just
like a
end up
live
Yeah.
dead.
goose?
Yeah, I
What's
don't know.
the goose alive?
Maybe the danger.
Otherwise, it might turn
He
into
didn't say.
an
Maybe the-
horrific experience soon after.
Honestly, maybe the danger was part of it. Maybe.
Maybe he just got really off on danger.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh.
Put a little.
Oh.
I missed.
Ah, bum towel.
Okay.
This is the spiritual successor to Crest.
Cresp.
Great.
Bum towel and cresp.
I can't breathe.
Bum fu panda.
Oh,
Killing Lewis.
I had to draw
Yeah, see, that's the
Panda.
danger of putting the little dots in the little white spot.
Yeah.
My
if
roommate's
you don't
just
put
come in,
them-
taken one look at my screen and did a double take. Wait, no, pandas have other black bits on them, right?
Have they asked why bum towel's written on there yet?
Yeah. Good grief.
Oh yeah, they have a stripe or something.
I honestly
Emphasis
can't
on or something.
or something. They're for some sort of pattern.
I don't know. We're called,
They're like chunky zebras. It's fine.
yeah. I don't know why it's green.
Harness.
They spilt some. They spilt some bamboo.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, this is wonderful.
It's brown.
Well, now we know why.
Just want a different-
We've got the evidence of the bum towel bit, I guess.
Just want a
Oh.
different shade of black.
That's the new book
No.
series, A Different Shade of Black.
Oh, this is oh no. Right, it's a panda. It's a panda is what I'm
It's a
going
panda.
for.
It kind of looks like that. It's like arms are attached around the front.
Bigger.
I usually use square brackets, but you can do that. Underneath the color wheel where it says size.
Oh, that's handy. And then, how many stripes do they have? Is it one? It's like I think it's just like
I need to look up a panda. I've now completely forgotten what a panda looks like. Let me look it
I
up.
think it's
Just
just
Chibi,
one.
it's on the screen.
This is what a panda looks like, Chris.
Oh, it does have wow.
It has like a shoulder stripe.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw
with-
the eyes again.
with the placement you have the stripe, it also just sort of looks like they've just got like a tube top on.
That's too small.
It's called
Aw.
fashion.
There we go.
Look it up.
Okay.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah. It's a panda.
Okay, what is a punt?
What?
A bum towel
Obviously.
That's a fucking bird.
is a long-tailed
Why
tit.
does birds have such names?
The thing I was surprised with, look at his eyes. It's got like a sort of white head with black bits around the eyes. I was like, that's like a panda.
Yeah.
That works quite well.
Oh, a skunk.
Oh boy.
Apparently it's called
I
a
mean,
bum towel.
on one hand, that name is really weird and dumb, but on the other hand, that's just sort of my experience with names of like actual names of birds, is that they just have a lot of really weird, dumb names.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And apparently it just has that. It has the name bum towel because it's just got a really long tail.
That's
Oh.
And
Right,
the English
yeah,
are
obviously.
children. So
But why the bum barrel then?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know about you English folk, but I can see the difference pretty clearly between a towel and a barrel.
You
This is my panda. I regret nothing.
You
Neither-
shouldn't. He's
neither do
lovely.
they. They're having a wonderful time.
Yeah, look at that.
Eating bamboo.
Yeah,
Everything's fine.
bamboo.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. Moving on from Bumbu. Bumfu Panda. Yeah, Chibi. Can I have an prompt?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm very warm. I laughed too hard. Yeah, okay. Which one do I want? Chris, draw kikker.
What?
Kikker.
Kikker. Can you write that down, please? Oh, it's in. Oh, okay, kicker. Right. Okay, so I've got to draw now.
Yeah, draw for me.
I hate this bit. Kicker. It's annoying. My worst letter to write is a K, so this is a bad choice. Kicker.
Now we just need to find a word that has even more K's in it.
So you've just given me an excuse to draw another thing with big legs.
I mean, that's kind of right.
Oh.
I mean, not big, but like long.
Yeah, I was thinking like, so like, sort of thinking maybe a sort of flamingo-y sort of thing, like a really long-legged sort of.
Or just draw a football player, a kicker.
A kicker.
Is it Funbird?
It's not a fun bird.
Or if they're from Liverpool, it's a kicker.
Yeah.
Love myself a kicker.
How to work? My immediate thought was to go, oh yeah, this have a neck, and then I thought, what if?
Just.
It's a shoehorn or whatever bird. Oh.
Yeah.
Not with where it putties at.
Okay, the sketch is there. Let's go.
Is this friend on top of another friend?
Nope.
Just the ball with legs.
I'm living up to the cat that I drew at the beginning of this.
Potato,
everything
but now with legs.
now with added legs. But you can see why it's called a kicker, right?
I think I might need to refresh.
You might not, to be fair.
Yeah, no, oh.
To be fair, looking at what I'm drawing, you might not.
It looks like someone took, like, the turkey you'd
Yeah,
get
you
at the
see it now.
store and just shoved a couple of sticks into the ends of the drumsticks.
Yeah.
Just make your own kicker at home.
I would love to see this bird just having a good time.
They don't look like they're running anymore. In the sketch, it looked like they're running. Now it just looks like they're making a big step.
Big
one.
step. Now they're making a big geek.
That's how they walk.
Oh, steppy. Oh, big football.
They're quite small. These aren't big creatures.
No.
Or this is a massive football. This is the moon. No.
The moon. No. They aren't that big. I'll tell you that.
Now I've got to make Panda draw a football. Like hexagons and pentagons, right?
This is a very fun challenge.
Thank
for
you
me personally.
Okay, so now we need to do the accoutrement.
A football shirt?
Yes.
Oh, it's even more
It's
chunky with the
number-
shirt.
That's number 7.
Oh,
What a cutie.
Uh,
That one look-
I love this especially because I know you have drawn this animal many times before.
It's not a horse, is it?
No,
Oh,
it's
good.
I like to
not.
imagine that like it's sat on a branch so that you can't see how long its legs are. Then something like tries to mess with it, and then it just stands up and goes, "You what?" man?"
Oh.
Very long boy.
What have you drawn a lot?
I mean, we've all drawn a lot of cats because we've apparently just decided that's our
Yeah.
thing to do at the start of streams.
Not a parsnip, is it?
No, it's not a parsnip, it's an animal.
I almost chose vegetables.
Yeah.
Next time we might have to see if there's any interesting folk words for parsnip. Because I was about to say, I think this idea has legs. This is not the best time to say that, but
I mean, this idea definitely has legs.
well, there's Kicker.
Yeah. And Kira got it right. They guessed it.
It's a frog.
It's a frog.
Frog.
Oh.
Which is what I drew.
You definitely drew a frog.
So it is something with kick?
I don't know the etymology of this. I don't know. It's just a kicker.
It's a kicker. Oh, it could be like sort of the croak sound. It could be onomatopoeic.
Not really.
No, okay.
I don't believe so. I can look it up, probably.
I was thinking if it was something with big eyes or something big, because put a T on the end of that word, and that's binoculars in Danish.
Oh,
But nope, that one's not.
I mean,
at
frogs
all
do
the
have big
same.
eyes.
Yeah, it's no, Chris, you were right. It's named after the sound it makes.
Yeah, see. Which is why over
I'm
here
just now
they sound like
imagining-
frog.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't immediately make that connection because it's not like the word we use, like if you were to describe that
Yeah.
a frog's voice.
It's not the actual onomatopoeia you use. But
No,
it's an old one, I guess.
'cause yeah.
Outdated. New onomatopoeias available. Cool. That's Kicker. I like Kicker. Kicker's fun.
Yeah, I'm just imagining that one team in this football game is Chris's kickers, and then the other is actual kickers. So you've got frogs versus very long birds.
I have too many things to
Kickers
draw.
versus
Stop
kickers.
saying these things. Right. And once back around again, but this time with reverse prompts. So I guess I have to give Chibi something.
Ooh, give me some.
What's on my list? What have I got? We've done bum towel. Do you want cute or silly? Most of these are cute or silly.
Cute?
Cute?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Draw Hotchy Pitchy.
I'm sorry.
A Hotchy
Oh,
Pitchy.
A hotchy pitchy?
Hotchy Pitchy.
Is that a little hedgehog?
It's a Hotchy Pitchy. Which, if you take out the hyphen, is it's Hot Chip Itchy, which is not.
A chip itchy.
There's something wrong with your dinner if that's the case. But
Anyway, back to everything is a potato.
All we know how to do is eat hot chip and itch.
Today is Potato Day.
Every
Yeah,
day
let's
is potato
let's
day
just
for me.
start with a potato.
Start with the potato, which is not far off.
Always.
I mean, there's a lot of animals where it's just a potato with legs,
Yeah.
It's a simple
That's
shape.
and
it.
sometimes you can't even see the legs because they're so potato.
Yeah.
Like with pandas.
Yeah.
You said.
Like with bum towels.
Uh,
Why? Why is it called a bum?
I don't know.
uh,
I mean, I figure maybe it's like with like purebred horse names where it's like though they all need to have different names, but we're running out of things to call them, so it's just a bunch of hot nonsense. We're like running out of things to call small songbirds because there's just a lot of different kinds of small songbirds. So we're just coming up with a lot of hot nonsense.
Yeah. There was some of them I did skip over. There were lots and lots of like bird names and things, like folk bird names. And there was one that was like I can't even remember what it was, like Sally at the dishwasher or something like that. And it was like, what?
just a dishwasher.
I could have chosen that, but
Oh. This is so potato.
it's potato friend. It's a hot potato.
Potato.
A
The
hot cheap
potato.
potato. Hot cheap potato.
This animal looks like it's going to be very bouncy.
I don't know whether you mean that by like, oh, it's going to jump around and have a lot of fun, or whether it's, if you throw it on the floor, it'll just spring back.
Like if I
I
said,
mean, possibly both.
I said, come over here, it would just go boing, boing.
Boing. Oh.
This is almost another skill pill. Or a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Definitely some kind of Pokemon, I feel.
Cute.
That or a really weird breed of dog.
Or it's a very breeded dog.
It's a
It is
little
very cute,
potato.
though.
Little potato.
Little square ears.
Yeah.
It is very interested in what you're doing.
Oh.
So what you got? What's happening? Is it food?
And it is also very interested in what you're doing if that's something you're doing as dinner.
Food! Ah! Food! Ah!
And now it has teeth.
Teeths!
Oh my god.
A rare vampire
Tiny
hotchie bitchy.
bear.
See, now it has gone from a polite little man to it is now screaming at you for your leftovers.
Ah!
Yay.
Get me! It's really
It's
high
a
pitched
different
squeak.
tail.
Just has this
Where
really.
did its butt go?
Needs a different tail so that if it wags, like its whole body like wags with it.
Yeah. Like corgis and cocker spaniels
Yeah,
that have the little docked tail and then just the whole butt moves.
just everything.
Oh, it's so excited. It's vibrating. Ah!
It's so excited.
It kind of looks
Oh.
like it got electrocuted.
No!
It's just going. "Ah."
This is a Pokemon. It's an electric Pokemon. Not because it gives off electricity. It's just so excited. It's just vibrating so much. It just creates static by just vibrating so much.
It's like the idea of like hamster wheels like giving off like powering up things because of motion, but it's just this animal, this Pokemon vibrating so much that it creates electricity.
You hover your hand over it as if to pet it, and it goes.
And one of those little sort of vibrating fluffy toys that you pull the string and then just let go and it goes along the floor. I have no idea if anybody else knows what they are. Used to get them for cats.
Anyway, this is my
Used to get
new,
vibrating table cats.
I guess.
It's Archie Pitchy.
It's Hachi Pichi.
It's Archie Pitchy.
It's here to have fun.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have fun, get out.
It's here to have its idea of fun, which is not your idea of fun. But
Its
Oh,
idea
no.
of fun is to vibrate endlessly.
yeah, it's Christi was right. It's Hedgehog.
Aw.
We have a couple in our gardens, and we call them Hotchie Pigs.
Aw.
So, in other
call them
words, you
hodgehogs.
also call things that are not pigs pigs.
Yeah, that was the one that came to mind when you said that.
Everything's pigs.
That and woodlice, which are also called. What are they called? I had these written down. Yes, I found out the woodlouse. Another name for a woodlouse is called a parson's pig. And I'm like, I feel like I got the wrong end of the stick here. So, yeah, so Archie Pig. I like your little Pokemon.
Little Pokemon friend.
Yeah.
It can't move its legs, it just hops around. Cause it just goes
Definitely.
ding, 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 ding.
It does not walk. It either like vibrates everywhere or just hops.
Most likely gets carried.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
legs don't
that's
bend.
good.
The legs are solid. They don't. There's no knees.
There's no knees. Doesn't need knees.
Even they're evolutionarily useless. That's what I have on my CV. So, Christi, do you wanna do a chip prompt?
Yay.
Okay.
See if this was a reciprocal thing you can recognize.
Yeah. I'm very curious. Okay, Christi. Let's do this one. Nelpaard.
Yeah. Nelpaard?
Nelpaard.
Ooh, that is nowhere near how I thought that would be spelled.
Yeah, Chris, let's know. You and I should just not make any guesses on spelling.
Nah.
It's
Jays.
yeah, the I and the J when they when next to each other they get merged together into I, which is
Hmm.
a different letter for us.
It's fair.
So it's also just when I write it, it's like this. Like they really are merged together in like
right.
one letter.
That's a Y with an umlaut.
Yeah,
Ooh.
just for fun.
Fun. Nice. We're learning.
Could we have chosen two of the same animal?
Hmm?
Because this sounds like Nordpool.
That
makes me think of a little friend.
I don't think this is the same animal, but I'm very curious where this is going. Because this is a little friend.
A very spiky friend.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if it's because there's like again a delay going on with my connection to everyone's, but when you were drawing Christi, it was like very slowly nose, and then suddenly a whole bunch of spikes just sort of come in.
Oh, I draw like that.
Suddenly spikes. It's a hobby.
But yeah, I was thinking it might be a hedgehog, but
It's not. I'll tell you that much. It's not a hedgehog.
Do you know what that hedgehog looks like? In Britain, we had these adverts for road safety,
Oh hell yeah!
and they they used to have little cartoon hedgehogs. And it looks like that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the cartoon hedgehogs are because hedgehogs get run over a lot.
Yeah.
They do.
Oh, bless them.
Aw.
That's right. They're safe in our garden. We have. Well, I was about to say we have two. We have three now, but
yay!
we have two big ones and a little one.
Mm. Hmm.
My
Start
mind
with a
is
potato.
blank.
Start with a potato.
That's a Friday.
Hot
That's
art
not
tip.
a potato.
That's ditto. That's potato.
Oh,
That's more potato.
Coffee.
Little legs.
And then add a pointy nose and spikes. Oh god, I've drawn a hedgehog again.
It keeps happening. Oh my God's sake.
Trying to
I
draw
mean,
a
to be
zebra.
fair, hedgehogs are very friend-shaped.
That's
Yeah.
true. They are. Yeah. This is a very fun one. Because I knew this one was gonna be very different from the English one, which is why I chose it. But I didn't know it was that different from Danish one either.
So something that's completely different from
It's
Neoped.
very, very different. I am able to literally translate it because it's made up out of two already existing words.
Yeah, I'm trying to go by that.
But yeah, I'll save that for a little bit later when you can't go back anymore and you have to deal with it. Because I don't know if that will give it away too much.
Well, a snake or something, is it?
It's a tomato with legs.
It's a tomato.
It's a very fuzzy tomato. Maybe don't eat it if your tomato has gone fuzzy.
Unless you're a student, in which case you eat what you get.
But yeah, I'm very curious if anyone is gonna guess this without a hint.
All I can think is the first part looks like sort of nil, like none. And the last part looks like it might be similar to sort of ped, sort of feet, so no feet. Thing that doesn't have feet. I don't know.
It's a very fun explanation, but it's very wrong.
Well, yay!
I'm struggling.
I mean, it looks like you've drawn a guinea pig.
Yeah.
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 With the fancy
very
hairdo.
cute. Yeah.
Which is another thing that's not a pig, that's called pig.
Yeah. If there are more things called pig that aren't pigs, are pigs pigs? Or are the other things pigs?
What?
That's a good question.
Also, we shouldn't be surprised that hedgehogs have a name with pig in it because it's a hog. Hedgehog. It's a hog that lives in a hedge.
You know what? I'll give you the literal translation and see if anyone can figure it out from there. Sorry. Hold up. Give me a second.
Take your time. Get a drink. Everybody get a drink. Everyone hydrate.
Do the hustle.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back. And I can speak again.
How do you do the hustle?
But yeah, it's made out of two words smashed together because we're very much like the Germans in that aspect.
Not like us with hedgehog.
But you were right that the first word it's made out of is Nel. It's the first 4 letters, which means Nile, like the river.
Ah,
I was
Um,
thinking that and then went
It's
no.
a crocodile.
crocodile.
and then the second word, paard, is horse.
Nile
It's a
horse.
crocodile.
It's a Nile horse. So do with that what you will.
That's fair.
I mean, I would have made a camel, but I'm making a potato instead.
It's a good potato.
I love the idea that this is called the Nile horse.
Yeah.
I'm doing it without a crest because apparently I can't do that.
Ah,
Oh.
internet, please.
Had a haircut. Isn't it? Has it just got a hole cut out of it? No, okay. It's was it the giraffe? Like the
No.
original English name for the giraffe was the camel leopard.
It's not a giraffe.
No. I'm just. This reminded called a Nile horse. I
Yeah.
don't know. It just made me think of the camel leopard. It's like not a great name.
But yeah, I was thinking guinea pig. So
Yeah.
Guinea
I
pigs
mean, it looks like a noble steed to me.
yay.
yeah, this is the new Nile horse. Yeah.
Gives a ride to scarab beetles and
Just
Right.
doing its little doggy paddle across the river.
don't know an awful lot of about the fauna of the Nile, but
Guinea.
guinea horse.
Anyway. Any guesses?
Nope.
Camel.
I mean, it's either got something that's used as a pack animal or it's something that travels across
It's
the
a
Nile
hippo.
easily. So
Oh, is it
yeah,
hippo?
I'm thinking either camel or hippo.
Is it hippo? Because hippo is
It's
also
a
related.
Hippo. It is
It's
a
a
hippo.
hippo.
Yeah, because it
But
doesn't.
they
Nile
almost
horse.
Isn't hippo also like
Water
sort of-
horse.
yeah? Because like
Yeah, hippopotamus is water horse.
Yeah.
there you go.
So multiple languages have agreed that hippopotamuses are horses, but you should not try and ride a hippopotamus as a horse.
Well, next time I draw a lot of horses, I'll put a
Oh.
hippo in there. No one can complain. Etymologically, I'm correct. But I
Let's
like
add that bean.
I like how your language, languages are like, oh, it's a water horse, and then sort of Dutch comes along and is like, no, more specific.
It's a Nile horse.
This
It lives in
particular
the
river.
Nile.
We already have seahorses. Get your shit.
We need to specify now. We've already covered the sea. Not going to make the mistake again by calling it the freshwater horse. Cool. Ragdoll, would you like to draw an Christi prompt?
Sure.
The enthusiasm.
So, why not?
Such excitement.
Go for it.
Fireworks.
Yours can be 2 things.
Ooh.
It's a marswing.
It's a waddly what?
Ah, sweet.
Masvin.
No, that's just Marvin.
That's wine from Mars.
That's Marvin. We
Go
know him
Marvin.
down the road.
You grow Mars grapes, and you squash them into Marsvin. Mars.
Yeah, just
Such a
have
bad
a
joke.
Just keep forcing it. Don't worry.
Shall I explain it some more?
Martian.
Hang on. So,
Yes,
the idea of
do.
the last bit, the VIN, right? Van is the French for wine, and then Mars is
Mhm.
like a planet. And it's
Thought
like
it was a chocolate bar.
both. Funnily enough, language is weird like that.
I'm learning so much.
And because Mars is like the god of war, bringer
Mhm.
of war, and grapes, the grapes of wrath There's a connection there.
Grapes of Wrath.
Isn't that a book or
Grapes
something?
of Wrath?
It's a thing.
I don't know. I'm uneducated. You're right.
Grapes of Wrath.
Isn't that a book?
Book? Is it a book? Grapes of Wrath is an
Grapes of
American
Wrath,
realist
yes,
novel
yes.
from 1939. It won the Pulitzer Prize.
Dope.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The Veggie Tales made a joke about it where there are actual grapes who are just very unpleasant to be around.
Fair enough.
learning about such things at such a young age.
I am a grape. I am angry.
Yeah, they made them into a bunch of like really unpleasant hillbilly grapes.
Apparently,
I'm
the book
not-
is apparently the book is about like sort of people in America, sort of rural America, trying to find
Oh,
work or something. I don't know. I literally read the first paragraph on Wikipedia, closed it, and then forgot it. So
I want to say the Grapes of Wrath is about basically working migrants during the Great Depression. So yeah, turns out so while we had the Great Depression there, sort of in between the world wars. Turns out we also had a really big drought,
Oh.
which caused the Dust Bowl to happen, which meant that all of the small farmers did not have farms anymore on account of the fact that all of the topsoil has blown away.
it's an issue.
And so people would just pick up their entire family and wander around the country looking for work.
Kind of the same time period that Mice and Men is set, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I read that one, and I don't remember anything about it.
Something rabbits.
Oh yeah, one of the characters likes rabbits. Anger.
Something accidental murder.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, one of the main characters has a nondescript severe developmental disability that is not named because I don't think anyone in the story would know enough to identify it. But he's sort of the stereotypical big and does not understand his strength type thing, and ends up accidentally killing a dog and then accidentally killing a young woman. But to be perfectly honest, I don't feel too terribly sorry for the young woman because if I remember correctly, she was trying to coerce said developmentally stunted man into having sex with her at some point in there. So it's like, don't like that.
No. That's bad.
Let's see.
So
I see you have gone the potato route.
yay.
Yeah, might as well.
When
the
in
last
doubt,
drawing was
potato.
very unpotato. It was just a bunch of noodles, literally
Yeah.
and figuratively.
Potato noodles.
The toodles.
Potato noodle.
I guess you could make noodles out of potato starch. You can make bread out of potato starch.
Mm.
Eee.
Yeah.
I've had that before.
Is it wrong that when you were describing the character from Of Mice and Men and you were saying, big, strong type doesn't understand his own strength, causes problems, just immediately thought of Shrimp.
Oh.
I mean, you are right, technically.
Does Shrimp like rabbits? Here's a question.
Unclear as of now. Unsure
so?
if he's ever met a rabbit.
I think in shrimp form, maybe they would like
I
rabbits.
mean, it will have met a jerboa.
Yeah.
Maybe hidden Easter egg. If you have brambles in your party during the final fight, the shrimp will never hurt brambles.
Aw, that's cute.
It's like that thing with FF7. Because I believe it's one of the Turks that won't hit Tifa, I think.
Oh
Or
yeah,
Strong Jesse, I should
yeah,
say.
yeah. So I think blank Jesse won't hit strong Jesse
Oh, yeah, I
because
think you said that at one
yeah,
point.
it's implied that he has a bit of a thing for her.
Yeah.
I say implied; it's pretty much spelled out in one of the side quests, but I just forgot about it, so I never mentioned
And
it.
I thought that was unnecessary, so I just forgot it immediately.
I mean, it is unnecessary. That's why I forgot it.
It's a goose.
I mean, why not? Gonna be a
It's a kiwi.
goose following you to Mars, I guess.
The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, they said.
But yeah, I did mention this is two things independently of each other, but with the same name, right?
That's funny, but at the same time, I also know in English we have bat and bat.
Bat and bat?
Bat and
Yeah.
bat.
We have bats, as in a stick thing that you hit balls with. And you have
right.
bat, as in the small flying animal that is not a rodent.
But this is two different animals.
Like
That's
the
interesting.
Yep, and they're
Not-
very different.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we have that.
I mean, last time we did talk about the penguin and the great auk, which was originally called the penguin.
Oh, yeah.
We named it the penguin, then found the penguin and said, "You look like a penguin, so we're going to call you a penguin as well." And then we forgot what we called the first thing the penguin.
It happens.
I mean, I guess that happens in bigger things as well.
Yeah, that's sort of what happens when you have multiple people who aren't talking with each other, figuring out what to call things.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, but we already used that name. Well, too bad.
Or the other way around, and you get like 50 different names for the same thing.
That too.
Which might be why you were talking about like insects having lots of names. Like, who's gonna bother talking with people from far away? Like, you know, you travel to a faraway town. Who's gonna go, "What do you call a woodlouse here?" Like, no one's gonna care about that. Maybe that's why there's so many different names, because no one bothered to check. Why would you? Like, yeah, you know, a bird flies overhead. Sure, why not? He's got a bird. Oh,
Might
you
naturally come up in conversation.
yeah.
You really have to lead it into, like, what do you call this very specific bug? If you
Well, you
even
also
know
have to
that
be
bug.
careful when you do that, because there's a lot of rivers in various parts of Europe that
Yeah.
just sort of have the same name, because basically it's like, okay, we're gonna ask the local, like, hey, what's that? It's a river.
Yeah.
But they're saying it in their own language, and so the person's like, okay, it's the whatever river, but it's just river.
Yeah. I mean, it happened, like, all over the world with, like, European colonists. Like,
And I mean, to be fair, good on them for at least like asking the locals what it was called, but it's like you should have probably paid a bit more attention.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also, like, with, like, the Sahara Desert, which means desert.
Desert.
It's the desert.
Desert.
You know.
What's the one? Isn't
It's
there?
Desert Plus.
Well, there's also like British history is largely just a succession of invasions, and as a consequence, we had lots of different languages sort of die out. But thus you end up with something like, I think there's a place called Torpenhow Hill, and Tor, Pen, and How all mean hill, but from different languages. So it's hill.
Hill
Wanna
to
go
the
to the
floor.
hill?
They just
No,
kept
I wanna go to the hill.
the hill.
I mean,
Amazing.
like I said, at least they tried to keep some of the culture there instead of going to a foreign island and saying, hey, we're now just going to name this after our prince, which is where we get the
Yeah.
Philippines from.
I mean, it's a small thing of like, hey, at least they did that, but at least they did that.
Oh no, I can't think of the Philippines now. Philip. Is it just from Philip? Is that?
That makes
Wonderful.
way too much sense,
That-
and it upsets me very greatly.
Please
That's
tell me
ruined.
that's wrong.
That's ruined the name of the Philippines now.
God,
But particularly given that it
yeah.
sounds like Philippines, and it's like no.
But yeah,
no.
it is definitely named after Philip because that was like the name of like 20 Spanish princes and kings, so it's fine.
They were all just called Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hail to the
You know.
king! Hail to Philip!
Hail Philip.
I mean,
But we had
the
Prince
like
Philip till recently.
amount of repeated names in like European royal families is
Yeah,
absurd.
we didn't know how to make other names, so we just went to
Yeah.
colonies and took theirs.
Thing is, you know,
Henry the fucking 25th. It's fine.
there's a lot of repeated genes, so they just kept repeated names as well. It's fine.
Yeah,
Small gene pool, small name pool.
it's. I mean, it's even like, even in like the Netherlands, because before we had like kings, we had stadhouders, which was like ambassador of a province basically, but bigger. Which had the most power, and those were also all called the same name for like 5 generations. And then we started with kings, and they also had the same name.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I sort of wonder if it's just a like consistency thing because you've also got that with like popes, and theirs is even funnier because at least with like kings and whatnot, it's like, oh, we're going to purposely name them. No, like we're gonna name them this, and it's like, okay, well, we might as well just keep it because that's what you were
Yeah.
named. But with the popes, it's like they'll just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna become the pope, and I'm just gonna rename myself with one of these names that's been used before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their alter ego.
Just refer to me as your popiness.
You're
Yes,
gonna
please.
be- Uh,
This is a good verb.
Again, this is popiness.
Shut up.
Philippines popiness. It's not. This is like when somebody pointed out to me if you split apart the word dictator into dictator. So I can't look at the word dictator now without thinking dictator.
Children dictator talks.
I just opened the Twitch on like a whim, and I just got greeted to Chris saying penis potato twice.
You're welcome. Nothing if not
All right.
consistent. Yay! There's
So I've drawn a
Marsvin.
bird. I have a feeling that's not what a Mars Vin
Angry.
is.
Masvin.
It's an angry grape.
Marsvian
The
is in any sense of the word.
Needs to go to.
it is 2 words, but it was cut off at the wrong letter. Svin is hog or pig.
Yay!
It's either a guinea pig or a porpoise whale. I don't know how to say that. Porpoise whale. A whale with purpose.
Whale with porpoise.
So more pigs.
More pigs. Apart from the whale.
More pigs that are not pigs. Oh, that's funny.
Can I just take this opportunity to say the worst joke I've come up with probably all year, but it's only applicable here, which is the grapes of wrath need to go to anger vanishment.
Ooh,
Van, 'cause,
yeah.
like, Van is like it's the French.
just really like force those jokes in there.
Yeah, just...
Look, it was festering in my brain, and I needed to let it out.
What is it? You can fit the square block in the circle hole if
Yeah.
you just force it hard enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a big hammer. Lewis,
Hello.
you're up. Ragdoll,
I am
Give us-
receiving
give us-
a word
Speaking
or
of
getting a word?
pigs,
give us a clue from across the Atlantic. More pigs.
I have another. I have another pig that is not a pig.
Yay.
Many
Uh,
of
this
those
is-
you guys have.
I have to look this up.
Yeah, so this is an animal that is sometimes called a Hoover hog.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Overhog.
that's big.
It's
They hoover the ground.
Yeah, Hoover hog or poor man's pork.
Oh,
Again, I'm
so
not.
what would
I'm not. I'm
people
not even
kill?
gonna. Not even gonna try.
I'm very curious to what this is, and
I'm
if it
just
is
worried.
an actual animal that also
Hoover
has
hog.
that's called like pig in Dutch, because
It's not like
up
a
until now they haven't been for me.
like a groundhog. Why would that?
We're
You guys
nothing but a
keep saying, "Oh,
groundhog.
there's so many pigs," and for me, it's just like, not if I translate them to Dutch. They're not.
I mean, it might just be the English that are just really obsessed with everything being
You
pigs.
guys just really want some pigs.
I'm just gonna have a little bit of a background here to set the scene.
I'm trying my best to think if there are any with like the Dutch word for pig that aren't just pigs. And I can't
Could be
think of any.
interesting. Because it's also in Danish, so it's been like what's it called? Interchanged a lot.
Yeah, I'm really
Is this
can't.
coming out of the ground?
Yes, I'm guessing it's like a groundhog of some kind.
Mm.
It
Except
ain't
they're
nothing
not
but a
that
groundhog.
thin.
They're a sock puppet.
I think I have an idea. Yeah, Kira has an idea.
Ooh.
It's a shame that I don't have any. There we go. That looks a bit more.
I mean, to be fair, this is one of, again, multiple animals where it's like it's got pig in its name or in one of its colloquial names. And it's like, what? So yeah, like you said, groundhog, prairie dogs, or another thing where it's like, this isn't a dog, but it does live in the prairie. At least that one is a dog and not a hog. So
Just gonna for the love of Christ, I can't.
You've made it very dramatic.
What is?
looking off into the distance, thinking of all those other hogs
All
that are not
turning.
hogs.
There's a lot of Christmas cards to send out.
Why does it keep coming out black? Stop that!
I think
There
you
we
have
go.
the opacity down a little.
Yeah, I didn't like the sheer black. All the ones you guys were doing looked a bit nicer.
Mm.
And then I guess they just have some kind of claw.
Just one, big one.
Some kind of claw.
Just a little paw. We're going for the same school as the panda.
It's Kung Fu school.
Just fade in the arms so that you can differentiate it from the body.
I'm learning from the artists in the call.
Could we generalize the whole pig thing and come up with a pig name for every animal? I think we
Like
could
every
do that.
animal pig.
No, yeah, just every animal can have an alternative name, which is something pig or something hog.
I mean, you have a lot of options, especially if you go by Dutch rules and just name it after a place that they live, like the Nile.
The squirrels could be tree
The
hogs.
Nile.
Tree hogs.
Oh,
Oh, dear Lord.
this is a void hog.
Control Z.
The rare void hog.
Void hog.
As it stares
Ah.
into the abyss,
The bile
and
hog.
the abyss stares back.
There's a little hole under the arm. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Fill buckets and they no
I mean,
chill.
I've done that a couple of times myself, Lewis, and I typically draw in red, which makes then the entire canvas look like a bloody mess.
Ah.
I
And
filled
you
it.
have chosen poop as your drawing implement of choice.
There we go. And he's just sticking out of the ground.
Yeah. Little Hoover Hog.
I'm guessing this is what a Hoover Hog is.
I think it should be.
And then he's got his little hole that he's popping out of.
I don't know what else a Hoover Hog would be.
What other defining features does a groundhog have?
I don't know.
Screaming.
Okay.
They never age.
What? Oh, it's screaming in lowercase.
It's a calm scream.
I mean, it's not very big. So, you know.
Oh, I love the idea of a relaxed scream. An informal scream.
The rest of the stream is just relaxed scream.
Yeah, the relaxed scream.
Oh.
No formalities, no need to capitalize.
Just
Yeah, this is
the Hawk, the little buck teeth.
This is a scream in my
one
spare
paw.
time.
And I'm not smart enough for any kind of shading or actual drawing, so that's the best you're getting.
Hey, the colours.
It's great.
That's well I've done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, hello.
Oh.
Do they hoover something?
Oh, it's
That's an armadillo!
I was going to suggest
I got
anteater,
you.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is an armadillo. They were not so much anymore, called Hoover Hogs, not because of Hoover as in the vacuum, but Herbert Hoover as in the president.
oh yeah.
Basically, it was an
What?
insult. People weren't very fond of President Hoover because a lot of people considered him to be sort of at fault for the Great Depression.
So they're
So,
like, you're gonna
Didn't it?
be
Oh.
an
So why did
armadillo.
they have to dish that out onto the armadillos? What have they ever done?
Armadillo.
I like armadillo.
Horrible.
What did they do?
so armadillos in the Midwest it's sort of like hedgehogs with you guys.
Cute.
Most people are familiar with armadillos as roadkill.
Oh.
So armadillos' natural predators are mostly things like bobcats, things that will lunge forward at them.
I thought you were
So
going to say.
armadillos have the built-in defense mechanism of jump up and roll into a ball to avoid getting eaten, which is fine if you've got something that's like lunging forward at you, but not so fine if you have something that's driving over you.
Mm.
So they'll do this thing where they like cross the road, someone will drive over them, and then they'll jump up, hit the bottom of the car, and then die.
Oh.
So they weren't considered like very smart animals. So yeah. Hoover
That's
hogs.
not. I hate the thing that people used to think, and some still think, that animals, because they behave differently than we would, they're dumb animals and like not worth respect. Ah.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, the defense mechanism is perfectly sensible for their natural predators.
What do you mean you'd compensate for 4x4s?
Yeah, I haven't quite evolved to take those into account yet.
I mean, it's very funny because in my brain the armadillo gets immediately connected to road safety because we had like these little armadillo like add-ons that you could add to like the thing in the car that keeps you in place. I forgot the name for it for a while.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt?
Yeah, the seatbelt, and you could like add them onto them for your children. I had one as a child. And it was just a fun little thing, and you could like squish it up into a ball. And it was
Yay.
to encourage road safety and make children like wear their seatbelts.
Aw.
Very cute.
So we've got hedgehogs and armadillos are road safety mascots.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Can you send a picture of that, Chip?
We'll see if it. Hold on. There. That was it. And you could like add it onto the seatbelt.
That's a chew toy.
and squish it up into a ball. It was very fun. I love. I don't know where it went, but
Okay, I see how that works.
yeah.
Kind of cute.
Very cute. Also want it for my dog.
Sorry, I was dramatically zooming in on our Hoover hog, and then I zoomed out, and suddenly there's a Hoover there. Just made me-
Well, if I can't
Yep.
draw the Hoover hog well, I'm gonna draw the Henry Hoover well.
Draw Henry Hoover with a mouse very well.
Eh, well, at least I know I can remember what a Henry Hoover looks like, as opposed to pandas.
Kung
Listen,
Fu Hoover.
I'm sure in your daily life you've seen more Henry Hoovers than pandas.
Yeah, we don't get many pandas in South Wales.
Yeah.
If you see a
Yeah,
Henry
I'd be
Hoover
more
at the zoo,
surprised.
that's a cheap zoo.
That's the zoo I want to go to.
The Household Appliance Zoo. We stuck googly eyes on a blender.
Looking shiny.
I mean, to be fair, that would be sort of fun to go to, and it wouldn't surprise me if a bunch of artists decided, you know what, let's make an art installation where it's just a bunch of household appliances but animals.
It's almost a museum.
Yeah.
And here
you know
we
what?
see a herd of Hoovers calmly
I would
grazing.
probably pay to go see that art exhibit of we took a bunch of home appliances and turned them into animals because that sounds funny.
I do like the idea of here they are. Here are the Hoovers grazing, and you just hear the distant sound of going over the hill.
There it is
Ah!
on the plains of the Serengeti.
One of
In
the
the
last
desert.
surviving wild Henrys.
They also fly.
It was originally. This is where we get the word Hoover. They originally hovered.
All I can think of when I hear Hoover is the guy from Call of Cthulhu, so this is much better.
Yeah.
Hurry up!
Hurry up, I'm gonna fucking die here, Jack. Hurry up.
On the drum set, it's fantastic every time.
Right, Lewis.
I don't know why. What I found the funniest is like at the start of the second one. I don't know why I found it so funny, but previously on Call of Cthulhu, now on Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. I was going to do a recap, and then I thought that would be boring. Let's do a tiny recap. It's locked. Bang. Done.
That's all you miss, really.
You have to draw Unsanglier.
Sanglier.
Let me drop the spelling in. Shaboom.
Sanglia.
A Sanglier.
A Ford Sanglia.
Anglia.
You've got to look out for the Sangliers.
The Harry Potter car. That hovers.
Okay, so it sings lies.
Let's not get political here now.
It's a sanglier.
No, it's saying lies. Past tense.
That used to. It's reformed. So is okay. It's a lyrebird, I guess. But I don't know.
Another odd name for a bird, all things considered.
Was it lyre isn't the instrument?
As if it's a parrot.
Lyrebirds are great. They can imitate so many things.
Which is probably why they're called lyrebirds.
No, they're named after the harp, the lyre. Ly.
You thought you understood a naming convention?
Yeah.
You fool.
Welcome to etymology. Nothing makes sense.
Think again.
The liars. But are their pants on fire?
Can't come up with a pun for that.
I mean, that one's less of a pun and more of a very childish rhyme.
Well, no, I was trying to come up with like something to do with birds and pants being on fire. Couldn't think of anything.
I'm running back and forth to see if my dog needs to come in. Sorry if I missed things.
It's okay. Doggy is important.
Yes, and
Doggy.
doggy is active from 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yee.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow,
Well,
wow.
old man dog. It's like with my grandmother. Sleeps for like 4 hours in the night, 4 hours sometime in the afternoon, and then is
really
just up
thought
at
you
real
were
odd
just
hours.
gonna end it there. Just like old man dogs, like my grandmother. That's it.
End of statement.
But yeah, he sleeps all day, and then at night when I'm, because of my illnesses, get a bit of energy, he's like, we do need to do stuff I want now.
It's important.
Yeah. You see this toy that I won't fetch for you? It's very important right now.
Yeah.
Is this a unicorn with wings and sunglasses?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm having
piano.
difficulty understanding this sketch.
no,
I'm
I
sorry.
was. Had
Oh,
an
It
idea,
look,
and
it looks
it's
like a toucan.
two
Maybe.
can play at this game. That's not even a joke. That's just a statement.
Is this a Pokemon?
Might be.
are they holding a microphone stand?
Yes,
Are they holding
Oh.
a set of keys?
they could do.
Oh, they even had sunglasses. Is that because I said it, or was I right?
No, I try to incorporate liar, and the first thing I thought of was Shady wearing sunglasses and like a
Oh.
Sort of
You
like
know.
the first thing I could think of was smooth jazz.
yes. They tell you it's music, it's lies.
Okay, dog is
And
back.
then spiky head.
Yeah.
This is a fashionable bird.
Oh yeah. This bird has a fan base, and it's
Yes.
weird.
This bird has a Tumblr page dedicated to it. We don't.
Oh
get it.
yeah.
This bird needs a filter on search.
Definitely.
Oh no.
It has a popped collar. Of course, it has a popped collar.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Now it's
brother.
even more true.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Just
God.
hair is feathers.
And it needs like a gold chain as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
perfect. Yes.
Popped collar, open shirt, big, just gaudy necklace. Yeah.
And its name has to be like Terry.
Terry
Harry.
and his stage name Sanglier.
My fans call me Sanglier.
You can
Oh
call
no!
me
Saying
Terry.
it like that is getting sort of Del Boy vibes or something. This character's voiced by David Jason.
I like this character. What is it with birds recently being good
I
characters?
don't know.
Birds and pigs.
They are the
I mean,
only
there's-
constant in this universe.
I guess there's a lot of personality you can put into like cartoon birds, but it's sort of funny because a lot of birds just look
Don't
sort of
have
the same.
personalities.
If you look at most
a lot of
birds, they look at you as if to say, "What?" And that's it. That's all that's going on.
I mean, they either look like that or they look like you have just gravely insulted them.
Yes.
And they're about to murder you for it.
What were the villains in our Flightless Bird Steampunk AU? The Cassowaries, was it?
The cassowaries, because they
Yeah.
will kill you.
Yeah.
They were the
So-
Mad Max gang
Yeah,
of the flightless steampunk flightless bird AU.
If you don't know what we're talking about, don't worry, neither do we.
I mean, I remember it vividly, and that's my problem.
You remember it vividly, and you have to deal
recall-
with that.
If you could remember an experience with a cassowary, good grief.
Oh no, not that. Just that conversation about
Yeah.
Oh,
cassowary.
good.
It's
I
a
have
co-
not encountered a cassowary, and I will probably die if I ever meet a cassowary in real life.
Anyone will. They're cassowaries.
Of course
They
you're
are
wary.
terrifying.
Of course you're wary.
Yeah, I'm pretty
of
sure
meeting them.
cassowaries are like they're still dinosaurs. They're just
Yeah.
Yeah.
wearing feathers.
They're
They
like,
want-
we made a velociraptor slightly colourful. There you go.
No one told them that age was over.
Yeah. No one dared to.
It's that
They were
one
all
kid
like,
at school. You're
"Not
just
gonna
afraid
tell
to
that
tell
guy."
that Dot isn't cool anymore.
The one thing I will say is I don't know of any countries that have declared war on cassowaries and lost. But there is a
True.
country that declared war on emus and lost.
Emus and those.
So
Yeah, but they're still Australians, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, like, they already lost from the emus. Never mind if they had declared war on the cassowaries.
I mean, I'm pretty sure one half of Australia could declare war on someone, and the other half of Australia wouldn't notice until a month later. It's just that empty.
yeah, there's
I
not
like
a lot of
the
going on in the
jewelry.
middle there.
It's got a lot of rings.
On its tail feathers.
Yeah, why not?
It's
Uh,
fashion, sweaty.
oh no.
If you had tail feathers, wouldn't you have rings on them?
There.
Probably not.
Calling him Terry just like gave me a flashback to that. What was that show called? It was like Phone Jacker, where he'd just do voices down the phone with random people.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tibbs, talk to me.
I did not plan the legs, and I regret this.
Oh, I was like, this is impressive. What's going on here with the legs? I wonder what he's doing.
Who
Panicking.
wonders what he's doing too?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very, very
He
good
is
question.
About to trip. He hasn't noticed yet, but he will be on the floor in 1 second.
And he's put wings on his wings. Oh, that's not a good sentence for me.
Rings on his wings. That's
Yes, thank you.
pretty awful, yeah.
At least you can do it.
Yeah. All tangled up.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
It
gonna
always
fall
gets
over.
so quiet when you draw things like this because I'm just
In awe.
watching.
So do I, because I'm panicking. Looks alright. There's a foot here. There's some stuff going on down here, and it involves feet. That's how I feel about most of the internet, to be honest.
You haven't designed shoes for birds yet to
I
help
kind of,
yourself a little.
I sort of
Chris
designed
kind of did.
shoe-like things in Avonvale, but
Yeah. It's like shoes, but without the like
it's,
actual shoe parts.
yeah, it's like shoes, but without the bit on the feet,
Yeah.
which goes to show how well I
makes
did.
sense.
Counted shoes before, have you?
I have. They're warm and fluffy.
Have you heard of the 80s?
I have heard.
I
Of
could
this.
tell of the-
I've heard tell of this distant future time because I exist in the 60s. if my TV viewing is anything to go by.
The future past.
Eventually I'll get to the 70s. We'll see. There's just so
no,
much.
you won't.
There's so much. There was just so much cheese on British TV in the '60s that I can't leave. I love cheese.
Yeah, so you will never leave. You will never move on to the 70s.
Yeah.
You will forever be an old man in the 60s.
No one tell him that the Cold War's over. Just don't mention the Ruskies.
I mean, I wasn't planning on it.
For some reason, I imagine this character refers to his fans as Ruskies.
A
That seems
brewski
right.
for my brewski.
Anyway, I hate
This is
this
Harry.
character.
I love them.
Other way around.
They're like a
I love
bad
them.
Animal
Also,
Crossing.
they belong in the infamous bin.
Yes, they're our first bin
Leave in.
bird.
Yeah.
I imagine somehow they sweat a lot.
No, that's awful. Thank you, but that's awful. Well,
Just draw a little
Tail feathers.
crumpled towel over here for all
no.
the sweat. Just a little.
I'm happy that is what it was. I thought you were gonna draw undies or something.
No.
Oh no,
Going up on
that's,
stage.
Sentient
that's
undies.
even more awful.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Well, there's the sanglier.
Not
Terry.
exactly.
I'm sorry.
No,
but
this is exactly it.
yes, thank you. That annoyed me a lot.
Yeah, I just realised. Well, it could. You could do like sort of nice plumage colours and stuff. It's
It has bleached tips.
bleached. It
Oh,
bleaches its
God.
feather tips.
Awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely belong in the bin now.
I still love them.
Yeah.
Are you a Ruski?
No.
God.
I s-
Feather tips just seems like such a bad idea.
Kiro, when I said crumpled towel, Kiro's mind immediately went to bum towel. So this is a panda on the floor. Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good stream.
Etc. Etc. Cool. Right. What is a sanglier?
A sanglier is a wild boar.
Oh,
Ah,
he definitely refers to
yeah.
himself as a wild boar. That's for sure.
No.
Everyone.
Sorry, I was looking through the list and I was like, well, we're going with the pig themes.
Yeah. Most people refer to him as a boar, but
Boo.
That's what
Hey.
they say.
hey, compared to some of the stuff I've come out with today, like anger management.
Yeah, that one at least makes mild sense.
Yeah.
I want this in my
Rendering this
Crossing
bird,
Village.
please.
Sorry. Well, there we go. There's the sanglier.
Terry the Sanglier.
It's weird. We finished a round, and we're on time.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up with that?
Are we going to do another quick speed round, or are we going to...
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think maybe this is one where we stop in a high note.
Yeah, is this a
Yeah.
high note? Is sanglier a high
Terry
note?
is definitely a note.
It's a note.
We're ending on a note.
We're ending on a note. That's, yeah.
He can sing one note.
Yeah.
Just one.
Well, I can think of some popular singers. That's pretty accurate. Good at you, Brandon Flowers. So, is this Brandon Flowers as a bird?
Acorns.
Is this Brandon Feathers?
I don't know who that is, so it's
The
yes.
lead singer of the Killers.
Brandon Terry Flows.
Brandon Terry. Yeah, it's. This is. Sorry if you like Brandon Flowers. My apologies. This is.
I
Brandon.
like one song.
Terry. Feathers.
Nah,
Done.
I
Yay.
don't think I know this man, so it's fine.
To be, their early stuff was alright. Played a lot of that in school. On the guitar, all that. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just
Oh, boy.
fine. Which works for a
Oh,
bird,
boy.
actually. But like again, one note. Coming out of my cage and I've been
I
doing
hadn't
just fine.
thought of that before you said it.
Now I gotta be down because it's a one and off.
At any club on a student night, come about 1:30 in the morning, we'll stick that on. Everyone's just like, "What?" It's like, no, this. No,
What's the Bill Bailey thing? It's like I hate the lyric of "I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier." You might as well say "I've got ham, but I'm not a hamster."
got ham, but I'm not a hamburger.
That's it.
You know, yeah.
Bill Bailey's on a quest to try and get people to sing that back at them when they sing it in concert. They're saying I've got a ham, but I'm not a hamster. What? Well, there we go. We're going out on. Oh, hang. No, we're not. Got to
Oh, right.
all the layers. I think
no.
Lewis's ones might stand out a little bit here.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little.
I apologize tremendously.
Oh, little Hodgy Pitchy. Look at him. And the little turtle friend. Ah!
Just one remains.
The soul of a piggy.
Might be able to. Hang on. If I just drag it down. There we go. Put it underneath.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I thought it was funny.
Right.
Just suddenly everything's gone.
Now the writing at the top looks like it says bum towel over log.
Looks like it says bum log.
Bum log. Logarithm. We're doing the logarithm-based bum. That's what we're doing.
It looks like the Brandon Terry Feathers is going, ah.
that's his one note.
I
Panda.
should have made. I should
Yeah.
have made you draw the mythical animal Blaha.
Blah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Ah. Well, there we are. And the little friend down under the bum going, yeah. They're just poking their head. They're trying to get. They're trying to get free of the melee. Just, let me out. Can't stop looking at the
Panda's holding them back.
The panda's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to be here. Why am I here?
Very awkward.
Smile for it. Smile for it. Well, there we go. Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, my turtle got recontextualized. Just like, yeah. I don't know. It's
Ah,
I
fine.
can't find it.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. It kind of looks. It was just no. Hang on. It looks like he's got its sunglasses up. It's lifting its sunglasses and going, what?
What?
For the OG, looks like sunglasses.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
This
Thanks
is
for fun
great.
time.
Sorry
Yeah.
for randomly flashing the wrong screen on stream, and you saw an infinite void of OBS.
That's always fun.
It happens.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks everyone for
Oh.
coming along and doing good doodles and having good laughs. This was fun.
Yes. Very fun.
I'm sure there are more examples, and we can do this again at a later date because this is a good one.
Have any of you heard of the book by Ricky Gervais called Flanimals?
I have heard of it.
not.
No.
But
He
it
does a
sounds
bunch.
great.
He makes a bunch of made-up animals with their name and a description. and I'll read a name and a description off quickly here, which is just Munty Flumple. This little dough-brained chimp likes everything. It wanders around and stares at things, instantly falling in love. It will stand staring for days until the flanimal it is staring at moves away.
Oh,
And another one is Glonk. Does absolutely nothing and dies.
I can relate.
I thought it might be interesting if we gave someone the name and the description
Yeah.
and tried to draw monsters.
That's fair.
No, that's a fun idea.
It should be you could do that with a random generator, I reckon. Random monster generator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. We can do better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Yay.
And also all the things you did and the words you said, and not just your physical, not even physical, digital presence. I mean, I'm bad at these. I could have stopped with a thank you, couldn't I?
Thanks,
Yes,
guys.
thank you and bye.
Thank you, and to a certain extent,